spilled my coffee. That would have been bad. Hey YouTube! Alright, so I am trying to think of more ways to get videos out there for you guys. And so I'm thinking about doing like car chats. Like, who doesn't love a good car chat, right? Like, I gotta drive. I don't know if you're the type of person, because I am. Like, that's when I call my mom or my best friend, because that's the best time. You just want to talk. And then you get home and you have time to just be by yourself or whatever. And so then, like, if they didn't pick up, they're calling back. You're like, dang, like, I'm home now. Mind you not, I love talking to my best friend or my mom. But anyways, I don't even know how much light I have. I'm on my way to pick up my son right now. He went and hung out with his friend after church. And so I'm on my way to get him. So I figured I would just come on here and chat with you guys. I'm going to stay safe. I'm not going to try to keep looking at the camera. But I'm just going to talk, you know? So yeah, I'm trying to think of a topic I want to talk about. All right, so if this is something that picks up, let me know what you guys would like to talk about. If it would be your favorite yarn, like the different types of projects that are coming out. Like, crocheting has evolved a lot over the last, I would even say 10 to 15 years. Okay, I think I'm going to talk about when I started crocheting. So, I started to first crochet, and I learned from my Aunt Carol. She's passed away now. She's my favorite. I love her. But I would just go and hang out with her. She had my grandma's sewing machine, so we would either sew or crochet, and we would watch Law and Order together. Okay, so we would sit there, we'd put Law and Order on, and we would crochet together. I was young at the time. I was maybe junior high, maybe high school, but I didn't have patience. Like, I wanted to crochet and I wanted to make blankets. Dolls wasn't even a thing at the time to me. I didn't even know you could really make that. Or even at the time, stuffed animals were just like, they weren't cute. They weren't something that I was like, oh, that's a style. I really like that. And so I like would try to crochet and I would get frustrated and I'd give up. It wasn't until I became pregnant with my oldest and I started to crochet props, because I wasn't like wanting to do this as a business or anything. I wanted to do this to make props because I wanted to do newborn photography so bad. And so I started making beanies or little things that I could use as I started to get into photography. I eventually did like a few weddings and some photo booth stuff and a lot of family graduation stuff, and I really enjoyed it. My camera is pretty obsolete now, so if I were to pick that up again, I would have to completely get a new camera. But that's why I did it. And so my water broke, sorry TMI for anyone out there, when I was crocheting. I will never forget it. It was November 17th, exactly at midnight. I remember because I was making a beanie and I looked at the clock, and exactly the clock on my phone turned to midnight, and 26 hours later is when I actually gave birth to him. But yeah, so that is why I got into crocheting. And so it was my firstborn, then my second. They were 15 months apart, and then about a year, almost 2 years, I had got pregnant with my daughter. And that's when I started to like want to make dolls. And so through the years, I'd still continue to make stuff, and praise the Lord, like I would be able, like friends and families were always so supportive and would buy. And so it really helped to kind of cultivate and create a small little business out of it. And so I remember making my first doll. She had blue hair. She had a really big head. And I remember making her, and I loved it. I loved the process of it. It wasn't something that I really did. I mean, again, like over the years, I started to crochet more. So I'd pick up different skills or start to learn, but it wasn't till doll making, till I wanted to make a doll, then I actually started to like play around. It was so frustrating. I wanted to give up. And I was so upset all the time, but I didn't. Like, I knew I had to figure it out. I am that type of personality. Like, I have to figure it out. And so I just kept working at it. I found one basic doll pattern, and I kind of used that as a basis. And then it started evolving. And I started to be like, oh, if I increase this way or decrease that way, I can create this kind of look. And that's kind of like what got the juices flowing and stuff. So anyone who is out there like just starting, don't give up. That is what I say. The only way to fail is to give up. Don't give up. It is going to be frustrating. And when you mess up, that's how you learn. That's how you understand how something works. And so you're going to be frogging a lot and ripping out stuff, but just enjoy the process. Trust the process of it all. And so that's kind of like how I got into it. And I remember I was crying and laying in bed and just telling my husband, like, I want to make dolls so bad, but I don't think I will ever be able to do it. I really don't. Like, I really think, like, I don't think it's going to happen. Like, I would see, there was one artist at the time, she had beautiful work and her dolls would sell. Like, they would, like, basically she would make it and then post it on her Etsy and they would be gone. And I've never been able to do that, to where like I had that much of a demand and it would just sell out right away. Also, I don't really work well that way. Like, some people do and others don't, and that's okay. And so I'm starting to lose light, so I don't know how long we got, because I don't want to drive with a light on in my car. This might be a two-parter. But I just was so upset, and I was thinking I'll never be able to do it. And just the Lord is so good, because I've always wanted to use this as not just something for business, but gifts, like being able to bless others, to bless families or little ones. And so I think one of the best things that I've been able to do, and I would like to do so much more, and I'm kind of going all over the place here, but if we're talking about giving, is I was able to give to a ministry of ours that was going out to Mexico. They go out to Mexico, and this lady is so sweet. She kind of puts up like a pop-up of jackets, like used jackets, used hats, beanies, all kinds of things, to be able to, like, because the winters get cold, and so, but she makes it an experience for them. She's not just like having them come and, you know, go out of trash bags. Like, she makes it look like a boutique, and it's like an outdoor boutique, and they can go and pick jackets for their kids. And so I sent over some dolls and some beanies, and it's such a blessing. I know a lot of you out there use your gifts to bless, you know, just, you know, anyone, you know, children who are suffering with cancer, or you know, women who are suffering with cancer. Like, so many things we could use it. And so it's such a blessing, because I think the Lord honors that and uses the gifts that he gives us when we are willing to use it for him. So anyways, that's just a little rant on giving. But yeah, so that's kind of like how I got started in crocheting. It just kind of evolved. I've always been a crafty person. I like to sew too. I'm sorry about that light. I don't know. I can't get rid of it. But I like to sew. I like to experiment. Like, I love making journals. Like, I like to, like, in my day in the life, like, I made that devotional, like what I use for devotional, because I can't find something that like fits to the devotional layout that I like. So I'll mess around on Canva or Word and make something, and I've kind of always done that. Like if I can't find it, I'm gonna figure it out. So yeah, but I hope you guys enjoy this. Maybe we could do like car convos, or just like, I just want to put myself out there more, not for like views or monetization. I mean, I'm just so blessed that like, I think the number doesn't matter, but I'm almost to 40,000 subscribers. That's just mind-blowing to me. Like, and I know I have not been consistent. That has always been a struggle of mine. Like, I started this, and when I started it, like, we had 3 kids. We just started like the process of fostering to adopt, and so like my life has changed so much since I even just started the YouTube channel. So I want to it's time now. Like, my kids are getting older. I have, my youngest is starting to get older, and they're helping out more, and their schoolwork for homeschool has become more independent, which is so weird to me because we're so involved, and you have to be like teaching, like learning to read, and then reading to learn, like, and then like 4th and 5th grade hits, and it's like, oh, okay, like they're starting to become more independent. Maybe yours will become more independent sooner, but for me, it's that sweet spot. But yeah, I think I'm probably gonna have to head out. We're starting to lose light, but so that's what we'll leave today's car convo with, is just my little introduction, just my backstory to how I started to crochet. I would love for you guys to be a part of this, so please comment below and share your story. I'd love to hear your story, how you guys started to crochet, if it was your Aunt Carol that taught you, or if you learned on your own through YouTube, or I don't know, what is it? When did you guys start? What do you love to make? And leave that below and interact with each other. This is a community. So yeah. All right, I'm gonna head out now. The light is almost gone, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. If not, then maybe we don't do it. But yeah, and I know we didn't crochet, but it's kind of how I started ending my videos now. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you can be notified anytime I come out with a new video. And yeah, as always, I look forward to crocheting with you guys again next time.